Cash flow should be top of mind for all business owners. I'm going to share with you some top tips on how to manage your cash flow and improve it. Tip number 1, your invoices. Make sure that when you issue an invoice, that you verify your customer has received it, that they've accepted it, and there's no disputes. Sounds simple, but obviously if there's a problem with the invoice and you don't call your customer, you're not going to find out until it becomes overdue. Nobody wants to use a collection company. It gets very expensive. And roughly 60% or more of invoices are typically paid late. They don't have to be. If you contact your customer when you issue the invoice at the point of sale is made, then you can make sure that everything is good at that point. Make sure the terms are agreed, the amount's correct, and if they have any questions, you can deal with them well before the invoice is overdue. So manage your invoices, top tip number 1. The second tip on how to improve your cash flow is consider offering your vendors an early pay discount. It doesn't have to be very much, but oftentimes a vendor will appreciate it, and instead of putting you on their standard terms, 30 days, 60 days, they will pay you quicker, thereby improving your cash flow. So if you offer, say, 1% for 10 days, and you have sufficient profit margin to afford that, it can be a really powerful tool to make sure that your invoices are paid in a timely manner and your cash flows. So think about offering a settlement discount. Tip number 3 to manage your cash flow better, trim unnecessary costs. Sounds obvious, but we all have a Netflix subscription. How much do we watch it? The same is true for a business. You may have monthly recurring expenses that you don't even monitor. Look at your credit card, look at your bank account. What can you trim that you don't need? If you have a subscription to a software service, maybe you have more licenses than you need and you're paying for them monthly. Simple, obvious stuff, but they add up. Go through your expenses, look at your P&L, trim those costs now. It'll save you a lot of money over the future. Tip number 4 to help you manage your cash flow better is consider extending your payment terms with your vendors. You may not have credit terms with them now, I understand that, but if you place a call and you've got a great relationship with them, most vendors will be amenable, if you've got a good payment track record, to grant you some form of credit. Again, you've got to have had that good history with them now, and obviously you've got to be an important customer for them to want to consider it, but it doesn't hurt to ask. Maybe if you have credit terms, maybe you want to extend them further. If they give you 15 days, ask for 30. Any kind of credit will help you, and it'll help you manage your cash. If you have longer terms to pay your suppliers, it's going to make a massive impact on your daily cash flow. Think about calling your vendors today and seeing if you can negotiate better terms with them. Tip number 5, probably the best one of all, consider selling your invoices. As we talked about in tip number 2, to give discounts, with selling your invoices using a factoring company, you're able to get an early payment on your invoice. So you may give 30 or 60 days credit to your customer to pay. You're going to get paid within 24 hours. What's better than that to help improve your cash flow? It will also free you up from managing your receivables. If you give your invoices to a factoring company, they're going to help you in the collection of those invoices. They're also going to review your invoices. So to make sure you've got terms on there, make sure you've got the right customer information. So it's a sense check for your quality of your AR production as well. But most importantly, it's going to give you that cash up front to help you manage your cash flow and help you grow. It's difficult times for everybody. This is the best way to manage your cash flow and improve and accelerate your cash flow as a small or medium-sized businesses. Talk to a factor today. They'll be more than happy to discuss options with you.